Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, hump day, for our first full week of school. We've been doing great so far. So we're getting used to our passing times. We're getting used to getting to our encores at the right time. So let's just continue to tighten that up. I know it's the beginning of school and we're going, wait a second, what day is it? Where am I headed? Don't forget that every morning announcement, I will start by giving you the date and which day it is so that you know what to do. And we will send reminders. And I know your home-based teachers do the same thing in terms of the day so that you'll know where to go. And that each day that ticks by, we will continue to get more efficient and better. And before you know it, you will just walk these halls in your sleep. You'll know exactly where to go. So let's get started. Wednesday. It is Wednesday, September 10th, and it is an A day today. One other reminder about passing time is yesterday we had our first full HAP period of the year. Now, in one part of the building, things were great. In another part of the building, we still had a lot of kids with some bad habits from last year. So let's just remember, you must have a pass in order to go anywhere during HAP. But you can't say, hey, I don't really want to hang out here. I'm just going to ask for a pass. It has to be given to you from another teacher. You can't just go, oh, I want to wander the halls. I want to go get water. I want to go visit this person, or I want to go to the bathroom. I'm going to start asking that we stay put for at least the first 5 minutes. Get yourselves oriented, figure out what's happening. And as we evolve through this school year, HAP is going to be very targeted for us. It is going to be very specific, and you get to where you are and you stay there. The only people that should be moving are students that are in choir or students that are getting extra help from an encore teacher. Otherwise, you should be completely in unit and not going anywhere else. For our sixth graders, having a pass is important. Now, I have to say, I saw a ton of kids that were walking through the hall yesterday, and they might have had a paper or they had something in their hand, and they were basically like, Miss Capes, don't you worry. I have a pass that says where I'm going. So we're just going to build those great habits and keep everything going. All right. So that's HAP. All right, moving along, I have another very important security announcement. I want to make sure that every student and staff member in this building knows that anytime somebody comes to our building as a visitor, they must go through the front door and they must come through and register. Do not, under any circumstances, open a door for any adult, even if it's me. Last year, actually it was 2 years ago, I forgot my ID and I was coming up on the back door, and a couple of students looked at me and they go, Miss Capes, I can't let you in. And I said, you know what? You're 100% correct. You cannot let me in. I ended up having to radio and say, I am the bad principal who forgot my ID. Can an adult come let me in the building? And they did. But as a student, you should not be letting anybody in the building. Even if they're knocking and asking to come in, you can go up and say, go around, go to the main office, or just keep walking, folks. I will support you, and you can come and find us. Especially if you're by the lunchroom, you can come and say, hey, Miss Capes, Mr. Bohm, Miss Lopez, Mr. Kimmick, whoever's in there, Mr. Slater, there's somebody at the back door, and let us handle it. But do not ever, ever, ever let anybody in this building, even if it's somebody that you know. All of our adults, we have ID badges that are coded to get us in and out of the building, okay? So just keep that in mind. Thank you. It takes everybody. Speaking of security, we are going to be having our first fire drill this morning. Now, before any alarm goes off, I will come on and make an announcement, and I will talk about the expectations for a fire drill. For the past couple of days, you've heard me say that we have very high expectations here. Our drills need to be silent. They need to run with efficiency, and you need to be, it should be eerily quiet going through our halls and all the way out until where we are in the parking lot. Even then, you are silent, and the only voices that I should hear are the teacher voices taking attendance. They will take attendance. Now, here's an important thing. You are all registered to be in classes at certain times. That is the roster you are on for attendance. If you happen to be in another space, like let's say before a drill goes off, you have a pass and you're at the library, you would immediately go out with Mrs. Ackerson. You would tell Mrs. Ackerson, I am supposed to be with Mrs. Lee. Now, Mrs. Lee is going to take her attendance, and she's going to know that somebody is missing, and she is going to put on the radio or talk to an adult and say, so-and-so is missing, they should be in the library. And then we are going to cross-reference. I can tell you with certainty that we can do this and cross-reference everyone's attendance within about 5 minutes, which is an excellent turnaround time to make sure that everybody is evacuated safely. But we can only do that if you are quiet and you move with efficiency. There's no running, no need. We're just going to walk nicely outside so that nobody gets pushed, okay? I'll give you more reminders as we come on, but I like to talk about that so that you know what to expect and what my expectations are for this school. All right, folks, that concludes our morning announcements this morning. Please stand for the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Have an awesome day, Crossroads.